Business class is no longer just for the rich. Need proof? Well, trust me, I just booked a long haul flight from the USA all the way to Japan in business class for free. I just had to pay $33 in taxes and fees. And you can do it too, so today I am showing you exactly how to get free business class flights. Step number 1 is to open a new travel credit card. Unless you have a stockpile of points and miles, in that case, kudos to you. You'll want to open a new travel credit card to earn the welcome offer on that card, which is essentially just a large sum of points and miles. Ideally, this card is going to earn flexible points and miles, meaning you can transfer them out to different airlines and hotels, and you won't be limited to a specific airline or hotel. Additionally, it's best to choose a card with a high and/or elevated welcome offer, ideally 70,000 points or more, because this will allow you to earn enough points to redeem for a business class flight without having to spend a ton of money on the card. You do not want to spend more money than you usually do on a daily basis anyway. You never want to spend more money than you have. That's one of the number 1 rules to travel credit cards. If you want to know the other rules, I will leave a link to my travel hacking rule cheat sheet in the description. But welcome offers are the best way to earn a large sum of points and miles without spending more money than you usually do. Welcome offers are bonus point incentives that credit card companies offer to new cardholders to incentivize them to spend money on the card, because that's how the credit card makes money. For example, a credit card company might offer 75,000 bonus points as their welcome offer if you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months of opening the card. Well, most of us probably spend $4,000 on groceries, gas, and other everyday living expenses anyway, so why not earn enough points to redeem for a business class flight if you're gonna spend the money anyway, right? If you don't already have a card in mind, I would probably recommend the Capital One Venture, which is a lower annual fee but earns a pretty good welcome offer. The Capital One Venture X, which has a higher annual fee but also has great benefits if you travel enough to use them, or a Capital One Venture or Amex business card, which are much higher annual fees but also have higher welcome offers, so you earn more points. Typically for points and miles beginners, I would actually recommend the Chase Sapphire Preferred card. However, I and many points and miles travelers like to reserve our Chase points for hotel stays with Hyatt. So for this scenario, since we're talking about flights specifically, I'd probably recommend these other cards. Step number 2 is to earn that card welcome offer. After you open the card, you're going to put all of your everyday living expenses on that card to work towards that minimum spend to earn the welcome offer. Put basically everything on the card that doesn't charge an astronomical credit card fee. So like I said, groceries, gas, dining out, car maintenance, etc. can all count towards that minimum spend to earn the welcome offer. And then you can do this with a new card every 3-ish months to earn even more points. Step number 3 is to sign up for business class alerts. Once you earn the welcome offer, you're gonna have a large sum of points, but you don't wanna redeem those points directly for business class flights, because often those business class flights, even in points, cost 300,000 plus points, which is a lot of points, and you can get much better deals than that. But as you can imagine, all of us points and miles travelers are looking for those low point business class flights, so they're pretty competitive and they book up fast, which is why you want to set those alerts so that you can be alerted when business class availability for your preferred destination and trip days pops up. Then you can book it right away before anyone else gets a chance to. My current favorite award availability alert systems are Thrifty Traveler Premium, which are paid alerts, but the emails that you get alerted with give step-by-step instructions on exactly how to book them, which is super helpful. I do have $20 off your first year of Thrifty Traveler Premium as well, that I'll link in the description, and also pointsya.com. This has a good free version of alerts. You can set up email alerts through Pointsya, a limited number of alerts with their free version. So that is one that I use as well. I use them both. I also use Roam. Roam is another good one too. Alternatively, if you don't have a specific trip and trip dates in mind, if your destination and dates are flexible, then you can easily find business class flight availability on Pointsya.com's Daydream Explorer flight ideas page. All you have to do is go to that page, I'll link it in the description, and filter out business and first class cabin availability only. Then you'll also want to filter out your bank programs to include only the card points you've earned, because if you don't, then it's going to show you all of the different business class flights that you can book with any type of points. So this will just make it easier for you to find ones that you have points for. And as a reminder, these business class availabilities book up fast, and that's why we have those alert systems to help us out. But book as soon as you can after you get that alert, which I'll show you how to do in the next steps. And you'll also want to make sure it's a good alert. By good alert, I mean like 120,000 points for a long haul business class flight or less. If it costs more points than that, I personally would probably skip it. Of course, you can book it using more points than that if you want to. But for me personally, if it's over 120,000 points and miles for a long haul flight, I would probably just suck it up and sit in economy. Also note that usually award availability flights are booked one way, so you will have to earn enough points to book two ways if you want to fly business class round trip, or you can fly business class one way, economy on the way back. And this isn't always the case. Sometimes you can book them round trip, but usually they are one way, so that's just something to keep in mind when you're looking at those points amounts on those business class flights. Step number 4 is to double check the award availability. This is super important. After you receive that award availability alert, you want to immediately go to that airline's website to make sure that that flight is indeed still available. For instance, when I booked my Delta One business class flight to Japan, which I have a whole video about, I booked the flight through Delta Airlines alliance partner Air France. So when I got my Thrifty Traveler premium alert that there was Delta One availability through Air France, I immediately went to Air France's website to make sure that that Delta One flight was still available. This is important because once you transfer your points from your credit card to the airline, you can't untransfer them and then they are no longer flexible and can't be used on a variety of airlines. So that's why you want to do this. But once you do find one that's available, then you'll move on to the next step. Step number 5, transfer your welcome offer points that you earned out to the airline partner programs. Once you've confirmed that there is indeed business class availability on the flight that you got the alert for, transfer your flexible credit card points and miles from the credit card portal out to that airline's loyalty program. So you're gonna want to make a loyalty account with that airline first if you haven't already to transfer your points. Transferring points can sound really daunting, but I promise you it's not. Really, all you have to do is create that loyalty program account for the partnering airline and then locate the transfer points or transfer to partners tab in your credit card's bank portal, and then follow the prompts to transfer your points out to that loyalty program. You'll have to put in your loyalty number and the exact amount of points you need for that flight, nothing more, because again, once you transfer them, you cannot untransfer them and they are no longer flexible. So you want to transfer the exact amount that you need for that flight to your airline loyalty program. Then finally, you can book your business class flight on that airline's website for free using points. Once your points transfer is complete, which from my experience is very quick, if not immediate usually, you can officially book your free business class flight on your airline's website. If the flight price is showing up in cash on the airline's websites, you want to make sure that you toggle book with miles or shop with miles depending on the airline's website, and then it'll show up in the points amount. As long as you transferred enough points from your flexible credit card to that airline, your base fare for the flight should be free. Then all you have to do is pay taxes and fees, which are usually minimal, but this depends on the airline, it depends on the destination, and some of those taxes and fees can be over $1,000, but there are flights for taxes and fees as low as $5.60. So you just have to keep your eye out, and when you set those alerts, if you want, you can also put a maximum number of taxes and fees that you're willing to pay. So that's another way to weed those certain taxes and fee flights out. This is exactly how I just got business class from the USA to Japan for $33 in Delta One. And you can copy this exact strategy for your own free business class flights whenever you want. If you liked what you saw in this video, I do have a downloadable ebook called the Budget Travel Bible that goes way more in depth about using points and miles as a beginner, about booking budget hotels and budget friendly flights without sacrificing these luxury experiences like business class flights. So I will link that in the description, of course, and you can check that out there. Other than that, I will see you in next week's video. So for now, ciao.